Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another beat tutorial. Today I'm gonna have a look at making a beat for Denzel Curry. I think his latest album kind of slaps, so let's make a beat for it. Also, guys, just before we continue, give this video a like, sub, comment, all that jazz. Really helps out. And yeah, let's jump into it. So to start, Denzel Curry's last album is very sample heavy on production. So what I decided to do was go on Samplet and find a cool sample that matches the vibe. And as you can see from my screen, the second sample I found was this brilliant song called Follow Me. It's a hidden gem, really. That's why Samplet.io is the GOAT. That is the only song I'm sampling. However, I've sampled a few sections, so let me show you. First, I've sampled the intro. All of it is pitched down 4 semitones. Then we have sample 1. Follow me slowly through the streets of town. Now sample 2. Take your time, babe. And then we have sample 4, which is just the bridge. And then there's a sax part. I sampled that. Also, I added delay to it. I also EQ'd all the lows. Sampled that lick there. That is all coming from one song. This was like a hidden gem. This was like a gold mine, actually. I clanked all that from just one song. And this is the original sample, by the way. This is how it's gonna sound like. Take your time, babe. There's no hurry now. The original is an A minor. All my homies hate A minor. We're rocking with F minor here, so yeah, that's why I pitched it down 4 semitones down. So first thing I do is always lay down the snare, and then I have the hi-hats. This is the pattern I have for the hi-hats. Okay, so that is just the hi-hats. Then the snare is just a classic trap snare, nothing interesting there. It just goes. Then I added the kick. For the kick, I wanted something very thumpy because Denzel's worked a lot with Kenny beats, and I love Kenny's drums. Kenny's drums don't fail. Here's a hot take. I think Kenny Beats is the GOAT on drum programming. Damn, son. Then we added a roll snare, something like this. The snare I've also layered with a clap. I wanted some impact on every first beat, so there's a crash. So we have a triangle to end every 8 bars. Every first bar, other than the crash, I also want to accentuate with some effects. So I have here in the first part these glitchy effects. And then this. But this is turned down very low, barely audible in the mix. We don't want lasers, but it's just a cool texture. And then the main effect is this. Kind of sounds like a gunshot, like a slam. I like it. What I've done to it is I've just added crystallizer to the chorus delay preset. I've messed around with the splice and delay notes, and I've also added an open hi-hat. So for the 808, this is the pattern. Accentuate the chord changes, but I also add some cool trippy skips. I like how there's a bit of a gap after every 2 bars, kind of, so that it just doesn't overwhelm you with 808. Right, so that sounds cool. but I wanted an extra melodic element to kind of carry the sample. This is just a guitar preset from Serum, and it sounds something like this on its own without any effects. So that sounds alright, but it sounded too high tempo. You know what I did? Grated some Parmesan cheese on that, or, you know, half-timed it. I'm not a huge fan of the sounds still, so what I did is exported it and then cut just 4 bars of it and then reversed it. So it sounds something like this. Then we have a guitar twang again. So the guitar twang is from Arcade, comes from Familiar Highway. Without any effects, it sounds something like this. It's cool, but I want it to be lower. Guess what I did? Half-timed that. It still sounded a bit too dry, so I put little plate and crystallizer on it. You can just use any reverb, really, but I just love little plate. And crystallizer as well, on the default preset. So just to keep it fresh and not boring with just the same drum beat, we switch from a drum break to the 808 drums, and then drum break, 808 drums. I think it creates a cool contrast between the two. Finally, there is a break between the two sections just to keep it fresh. So here I also got a sample from from Arcade. It is the Hands to Yourself sample pack here. Played the following pattern, exported it, and then pitch it down 12 semitones, so a full octave. Okay, and here we keep the drum beat going, the drum break. And we have a siren here. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole beat. I think it's a cool high energy sample based beat. I'm just gonna go to the mix file and show you what I've done there, and that's pretty much it. Really, the only thing that I wanted to show from the mix file here is how I've mixed the drums. FabFilter Pro MB here, the lows and the highs upwards, and then the mids downwards. So I have thermal on digital kick preset and turn down the frequency here, turn down the output quite a lot. That kind of gave the drums the nice saturation they need. I've also routed them to a reverb, to a Valhalla room, dense room preset, increase the decay here. Fab filter just to cut out anything below 200. You can even push it to like maybe 400. You don't want muddiness in your reverb bus. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed the beat. I'm gonna let it play now till the end, and let me know if you guys vibe with it. I think this is definitely a Denzel type beat. I think he'll definitely hop on something like that. Denzel, if you're watching, just hit me up. We can make it happen. Yeah, I think that is gonna do it.